Okay, so now we're going to learn about exponents, scientific notation. Okay, here's the thing with the rules of exponents is right now I don't want you to necessarily memorize them. I want you to look at some patterns. Okay, that's all math is, right? Some patterns are way easier than others. Okay, this product rule. Notice the base is the same. All right, the base is like I don't know 2 cubed. The 2 is called the base, and the 3 is called the exponent. Okay. Notice that when the bases are the same and you're multiplying, you really add the exponents. Okay. Anything to the 0 is 1. Sorry. Negative exponent means move it, move it. You know that song? I like the. That's a different song. I was gonna sing. Okay. Quotient rule. Notice that they're taking the two exponents and they're subtracting. Power rule. They are they're multiplying. And or you can think of it like this m right here, this exponent, let me show you, this m needs to go to the a and the b. So you're kind of like distributing. Okay, those. And then a negative exponent means move it, or flip it. Okay, and then next to these guys, oops, are some examples. Okay, so I just wanted you to be aware of these, maybe reference it back if a couple of problems ask about it. Do some problems. All right, true or false? 7, oh, hang on, before we do that, I want to talk about this. This y right there, that's the base. Okay, and this 11 is the exponent. Right here, 7 to the third does not mean 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 7 times 3. This is 7 to the third, so it's 7 times 7 times 7, which is 7 times 7 is 49. 49 times 7, 343. Okay, so this is false. Okay, this guy right here, he means -5 times -5 times -5. Right, 5 to the third. It does not mean -5 times 3. It means this exponent tells you like how many times to write the multiplication. So this is going to be negative times the negative is a positive, times the negative is a negative. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. Okay, this guy over here means -1 times, because of that negative, and then 6 times. Oops, 6. Now the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so -1296. This guy means -1 and then -9 3 times. All right, so negative times the negative is a positive, times the negative is a negative, times the negative is positive. So we're going to get positive 729. All right, a couple of things I want to show you. 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2, right, which is 8. 2 times 3 is 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6. So exponents help with multiplication. Shorter way to do multiplication. Multiplication is a shorter way to do addition. Okay. And so if we had 2 times x, and we'll get into variables and algebra stuff in another video. If we do variables, this guy is the same as 2 times x. Okay. If we do x squared, this is x times x. Okay. So 2 times x is 2 times x, or you can think of it like this, x plus x. Okay. So it's really important that you know the difference between those guys. All right, scientific notation. So that makes it really easy to deal with really big and really small numbers. And here's the guy I'm going to work with. All right. You always have to have a number, just one number, and then you can have numbers over here, as many as you want. But you can only have, where are you? One number right there. One number to the left of the decimal, just once. So he needs to go right here on this guy. He needs to go right there on this guy. Right there. Right there on this guy. Right there on that guy. All right, so we're going to write 3.25. It always is 10 to some number. All right, and the original decimal point is right there. So we're going to go count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 3.25 times 10 to the 9th. Here we're going to do 4.0 times 10 to something. Okay, and we're going to, he starts here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, small numbers, so less than numbers between 0 and 1, that's what this guy is, will have a negative exponent. Big numbers, numbers bigger than 1, are going to have a positive exponent. Doesn't mean it's a negative number. It means it's a super teeny tiny number. Sorry. All right, let's do this guy. So our decimal point is here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to do 9.72 times 10 to the 7th. And then here we have 5.23 times 10 to something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5, because when it's a super small decimal, negative exponent. Big number, positive exponent. All right, now let's go the opposite direction. Here. Okay, this means 10 to the 1 is really just times 10. So we're going to do 6.2 times 10, which is 62. You just move it one spot. Here, this one, do it over here. 1.496, and it's a positive exponent, so we're going to make it super big. If we move our stuff this way, it makes it super small. If we move it the other way, this way, it makes it big. All right, we're going to need to go 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put a dot. All right, and then fill in our spots. It doesn't mean you write 8 zeros after the number. You move 8 spots because you're really multiplying it by so many powers of 8. All right, so 1, 4, 9, 6, 2, 3, 5. All right, so 149,600,000. That's your answer for that guy. Here, 2.31 times 10 to the negative 3. This negative means a small number, so we need to go this way. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 zeros to fill in. So dot 0, 0, 2, 3, 1. And then here, sorry, it's got the same exponent. So we're going to do 6.2. We want to make it smaller 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 2. So it's going to be 0.0062. Is our answer for him. Let's do another. Okay, so this guy, hang on one second. All right, I thought this was the last one. I wanted to do a order of operations with some exponents just to kind of give you a little harder one. All right, go with the inside first, and then let's do exponents. Okay, so 4 squared is 16 minus 5 squared is 25. Okay, and then we're still on the inside. And so when we're on the inside, we're going to follow the order of operations. So parentheses, we did that. And now we did exponents. And now we need to do multiply and divide left to right. So 5 times 16, 80. 3 times 25, 75. Then they have these brackets. And that's squared and the 3's in front. Okay, so do the parentheses, 80 and 75. So 5 squared. Okay, we've done all of our stuff on the inside. So now we're going to go back and do parentheses. We did all the parentheses. This big parentheses guy, we did him. Okay, now we need to do exponents. So 5 squared is 25. And then we got to do 3 times 25. So we get 75. All right, so that's now to do some independent practice work with exponents and scientific notation. And then watch the next video.